Welcome everyone. How are you today? We will make a revision about uncovered part in Prime 4. Our lesson today about symmetrical figure and line of symmetry. Symmetrical figure and the line of symmetry. We say that the figure has a line of symmetry if it can be folded into congruent parts that match exactly. We say that a figure has line of symmetry if it can be folded it into congruent parts that match exactly. For example, this paper like a rectangle. This paper like a rectangle. If I folded it to congruent part, if I folded it to congruent part that match exactly, this line is called, this line that divided the figure or rectangle to congruent parts that match exactly is called line of symmetry. This line is called line of symmetry because it divides the paper to congruent parts that match exactly. شوف the number of line of symmetry for some geometrical figure. For example, this triangle is called equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. Equilateral triangle has 3 lines of symmetry. Number 1, this line divided the figure to congruent parts that match exactly. If I folded it, that match exactly. Number 2, this line is line of symmetry because I folded it to congruent parts that match exactly. Number 3, equilateral triangle has 3 lines of symmetry. Figure number 2, isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle has 2 sides are equal. Isosceles triangle, 2 sides are equal. طب how many line of symmetry? 1 line of symmetry. I can draw 1 line of symmetry. Figure number 3, scalene triangle. Scalene triangle has no line of symmetry. Equilateral triangle has 3 lines of symmetry. Isosceles triangle has 1 line of symmetry. Scalene triangle has no line of symmetry. Figure number 4. Figure number 4 is called square. Square has 4 lines of symmetry. Number 1, this line divides the figure into congruent parts that match exactly. Number 2, number 3, number 4. Square has 4 lines of symmetry. Next figure. Is called rectangle. Rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry. Square has 4 lines of symmetry and rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry. Next figure is called rhombus. Rhombus has 2 lines of symmetry, like a rectangle. Rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry. Rhombus has 2 lines of symmetry. Number 1, this line, because it If I folded it two congruent bars that match exactly. This line is called the line of symmetry. Rhombus has two lines of symmetry. Another figure. This is called parallelogram. Parallelogram has no line of symmetry. This is like a rectangle. This is a rectangle. This line is called what? This line is called diagonal. Diagonal divides the rectangle to congruent triangle. This diagonal divide the rectangle to congruent triangle. But this diagonal not line of symmetry, because two parts do not match exactly. This vertex and the vertex do not match exactly. Diagonal divides the figure to congruent triangle, but not line of symmetry.